And now we start part 2 of the history of Susanna, as it is written in the 1611 King James Version of the Bible.
And it came to pass the next day, when the people were assembled to her husband Ioacim, and the two elders came also full of mischievous imagination against Susanna to put her to death, and said before the people, Send forth Susanna, the daughter of Chelcias, Ioacim's wife. And so they sent. So she came with her father and mother and her children and all her kindred. Now Susanna was a very delicate woman and beauteous to behold. And these wicked men commanded to uncover her face, for she was covered, that they might be filled with her beauty. Therefore her friends and all that saw her wept. Then the two elders stood up in the midst of the people and laid their hands upon her head. And she was weeping, looked up towards heaven, for her heart trusted in the Lord. And the elders said, As we walked in the garden alone, this woman came in with two maids, and shut the garden doors and sent the maids away. Then a young man there was hid, and came into her and lay with her. Then we stood in the corner of the garden, seeing this wickedness, ran unto them. And when we saw them together, the man we could not hold, for he was stronger than we, and opened the door and leaped out. But having taken this woman, we asked who this young man was, but she would not tell us. These things we do testify. Then the assembly believed them, as though they were the elders and judges of the people, so they condemned her to death. Then Susanna cried out with a loud voice and said,
O everlasting God, that knowest the secrets and knowest all things before they be, thou knowest that they have borne false witness against me, and behold, I must die. Whereas I never did such things as these men have maliciously invented against me.
And the Lord heard her voice. Therefore, when she was led to be put to death, the Lord raised up the Holy Spirit of a young youth whose name was Daniel, who cried with a loud voice, I am clear from the blood of this woman. And all the people turned toward him and said, What means these words that thou hast spoken? So he, standing in the midst of them, Are ye such fools, ye sons of Israel, that without examination or knowledge of the truth ye have condemned a daughter of Israel? Turn again to the place of judgment, for they have borne false witness against her. Wherefore all the people turned again in haste, and the elders said unto him, Come, sit down among us, and show it us, seeing God have given thee the honor of an elder. Then said Daniel unto them, Put these two aside, one from another, and I will examine them. So when they were put asunder one from another, he called one of them, and said unto them, O thou art waxen old in wickedness. Now thy sins, which thou hast committed aforetime, are come to light. Thou hast pronounced false judgment, and hast condemned the innocent, and hast let the guilty go free. Albeit the Lord saith, The innocent and the righteous shalt thou not slay. Now then, if thou hast seen her, tell me, under what tree sawest them companying together? Who answered, Under a mastic tree? And Daniel said, Very well. Thou hast lied against thine own head. For even now the angel of God had received the sentence of God to cut thee in two. So he put him aside, and commanded to bring the other, and said unto him, O thou seed of Chanaan, and not of Judah, beauty hath deceived thee, and lust hath perverted thine heart. Thus have ye dealt with the daughters of Israel, and they for fear companied with you? But the daughter of Judah would not abide your wickedness. Now therefore tell me, under what tree didst thou take them companying together? Who answered, Under an home tree? Then Daniel said unto him, Well, thou hast also lied against thine own head, for the angel of God waiteth with the sword to cut thee in two, that he may destroy you. With that, all the assembly cried out with a loud voice and praised God, who saveth them that trust in him.